Hello everybody and welcome back to the Snapthis channel, and today we're going to be talking about the updates to come and things they've put into the application of Snapchat in May 2020. Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Carl Lightning and today we're going to be talking about everything Snapchat, what's to come in the new interface, and a few of the new updated things that have gone into the application. I'm sure you're going to all enjoy this for the May update. I haven't done one in a while, so it feels a bit like a catch-up with yourselves to let you know what's gone in the Snapchat community. Firstly, I'd like to say a massive hello to any new subscribers, especially if you came from the Easter egg hunt video, which has gained a few subscribers to the channel. Thank you very much for supporting us. We do cover lots of stories in social media. We specialise in the Snapchat application to try and give you the best experience and show you all the stuff that you can do within the application. The first thing I'd like to talk about today is the new Snapchat interface that Snapchat are trying with some users. Not everyone is going to get this interface straight away. They are testing it out with a few users and it will just appear randomly. You are chosen out of random. Snapchat don't traditionally update their application using the App Store. What they do is they take an update and they just push it out to people's devices. It's usually done by country to country from my knowledge, but again, I don't work for Snapchat. I know that that's how the games worked. They pushed it out to countries, but it just appears on your device and it looks like this. The biggest change to the new Snapchat interface is how you navigate it. So now at the bottom you have a menu bar where you can find all the options for Snapchat. Previously, it used to work on a swipe basis. You start in the middle, you got the Snap camera. To your left, you had your chats. To your right, you had Discover, and if you didn't know this, you could go right again to find all the shows. Another thing with the old Snapchat interface, if you pulled down on the camera, you would get to SnapMap. Now, what they've changed is essentially giving you the most used features of Snapchat on the menu bar. Starting from left, going to right, you've got the SnapMap. Then you've got your messages, you've got the camera in the center, you've got the community tab where you find your friends' stories and community members, and you also have the shows on the very end. And that's what makes up the menu bar, and you can tap between these and jump around the Snapchat application, as previously you had to swipe. One thing I've been told about this update is if you're very used to swiping into chat on the chat screen, this is no longer a feature, and if you try this, you'll end up on the SnapMap. So it's now turned to a tap basis, so you tap onto a friend's chat and it'll open up that window. So that's all the information I have on the new interface. Like I said, Snapchat will be rolling this over time. You also may find that if you use the send snap screen, so once you've taken a Snapchat video and hit the send button, they're also testing out a white background there. I've noticed a few guys in the community mentioning that no longer is it black, you have a white version, which is interesting because again, keeping that consistency over all the application. Moving on, we're going to talk about features I currently have in my active Snapchat, so you should be able to find something like this in yours or similar. Again, Snapchat updates vary over all devices. The first thing I'd like to mention is the interface on the SnapMap has changed to be a bit more visually friendly, and I must say this is a very nice touch to the SnapMap. Before it was quite just swipe through people's locations, as now it offers you stories and gives you better visual representations of what's going on. So coming into SnapMap, you can see there are two buttons on this part of Snapchat. There's the Me button, and that's for you to post what you're doing in those locations, and then there's a Friends button, and that's what we're going to be talking about in the new update. So what we have in here is all your friends' recent activities and how long they were active from. So 5H stands for 5 hours ago, 10M stands for 10 minutes ago. So you can see how active your friends were on location, so you can use that to see how active they were at that location. Below that, you can see on my SnapMap it actually says that there is no activity, and this is where it will display. So where it says your friends' recent moves will go here, this will show where anyone has moved. Usually it's bigger distances, so if you're traveling from one end of the country to the other, it usually appears in there. Further down this menu, you'll find world updates, and if you swipe down, it'll take you to that specific location on the SnapMap, which I really do like the SnapMap design and colours, and even when they have their special events like Valentine's and Halloween. But the SnapMap will take you there and you can tap onto that area, and these are where the hour stories come into it, and you can view what people who are actually using the application are filming in that location. And these will be updated regularly. I haven't seen the same story every time I've gone into SnapMap, so it's always going to give you some interesting things around the world. Also with these events, you'll see the event is actually in the middle of the map, and if you tap onto this, it will create you a story from the Our Story section, and you'll be able to view what is actually going on in that location. But like I said, you can tap on the colour bits all the way around the outside. Red means there are more snaps in that area, and blue means there are a minimal amount of snaps in there. And if there's no colour at all that looks a bit like this, well, that means there are no snaps at all. And if you live in a rural area, you tend to see that. If you live in a city, you get this. Keeping with the SnapMap, this is old news, but last month Snapchat held their Easter egg hunt, where normally you and your friends go out and about in the real world using SnapMap to try and find electronic eggs that you can put in your snap basket, and the more you collect, the higher you're up the leaderboard. This year, you weren't allowed outside to do it, so Snapchat reversed the rules and made you stay at home and look for the eggs in the virtual world on the SnapMap to collect and win the leaderboard. For something that's very different to what it was last year, the turnout and everyone who mentioned that they played it really enjoyed themselves. So that's a win for you, Snapchat. Well done for implementing something for us to do while we're at home. And the final bit of news and what has been put into the Snapchat application are some brand new Snapchat games. So if you've read every book, watched every film, and you are completely bored, you can now play some of the Snapchat games to fix your boredom. There are 3 that have been updated since I've last done an update show. We have Sliders, we have Mergelings, and we also have Sugar Slam. These weren't released in that order, but these are brand new Snapchat games that you can play. Some of them are leaderboard games, a bit like Mergelings, where you play against yourself really, trying to get the highest score possible. You've got Sliders, which is a team-based game, and you've got to try and move the shapes around in the quickest amount of moves. And then you have Sugar Slam, which is a you versus, could be a friend or someone around the world, and you've got to score the highest by matching shapes. So there's a wide range of games there, so try those out. I'm a massive fan of Mergelings, and I found this game highly addictive to the point where I'm trying to beat my own score, let alone my friends. I am actually 5th on my leaderboard. I'm nowhere near first position. They've got like 24,000 points. So that's a score to beat if you're going to play Mergelings. But what Snapchat have done with this game is they've made it very addictive, and if you get stuck, they give you these power-ups. You do have to watch an advertisement for the power-ups, but trust me, they are worth it. They can make a game from losing the last bit to actually getting back and scoring nearly 2,000 more points than you would have done. So if you have the option to do the power-ups, I recommend that you take them. Over the next coming months, I'll be making some in-depth reviews and playthroughs of these Snapchat games. I've been a massive fan since they released the first one, which was Bitmoji Party. But please, if you've got the time and you've got some good friends, open a group chat, go into the Rocket, select one of those team-based games, and of course with the team-based games you can enable microphones so you can chat to your friends. Some of them you'll be attacking your friends with rubber rings, and some of them you'll be working together to try and defeat zombies. But try out all the Snapchat games if you've got the time, because I'm sure you will enjoy them. And one perk to the Snapchat game is you don't have to download any of these. If you have Snapchat, you have the games, and if your friends have Snapchat, you've got friends to play with the games. So that is everything I've got for you in the May 2020 update of Snapchat. We've got some exciting things to come in terms of the new navigation, but for now we have a new map and we have some fantastic Snapchat games to keep us entertained. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think of some of the new features, especially that new menu. What you're thinking, is it too bog standard for Snapchat, or is it a nice refresh for the application? Obviously it'd be interesting to hear what different devices have. I know that it works very well on the iOS version, but Android with all shapes and sizes of phones, it'll be interesting to see how it portrays on your application. I don't feed anything back to Snapchat in terms of comments, but they may read them, so let us know what you think down below. And if of course you're new around here, you can subscribe to the channel, and if you found this video really informative and enjoyed it, then leave us a like just so we know how we've done. And of course, like I said, use my comments box to leave some Snapchat questions, feedback, whatever. I do read them, I'll try and answer them, but it's there for you to take. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's definitely nice to bring an update video again on the Snapchat community. It's been a while, I think it was January the last time we bought something, so hopefully Snapchat put some more updates in so we can bring you some more news. But thank you very much for your time, and we'll catch you in the next video.